And Finance Ministry official on economic impact has spoken to us, and this is what is now being said. The story we are breaking at this hour: no signs of food inflation amidst Indo-Pakistan tensions. Remember, this has been a worry. The government official has indicated that the government continues to be cautious of escalation risks. The Finance Ministry keeping a close watch of the situation. Capex may take a hit as resources get diverted towards defense. Additional spending could lead to downward revision in fiscal deficit targets. This is in fact what we're learning from our sources within the government. The defense budget forms 13.45% financial year 2026 outlay. The alert indicates that 6.81 lakh crore allocated to defense, which is actually up 9.5% from financial year 2025. The government, remember, set a target of bringing fiscal deficit to 4.4% of GDP in financial year 2026. Karishma, my colleague from Business Today, getting in more on that story. Essentially, good news here is that there is no sign of food inflation, because that, Karishma, continues to be a reason to worry. However, the fact is that there is going to be diversion of resources towards defense, and because of which the capex could be taking a hit. Explain to us.
Well, absolutely right. You see,
Yes.
the government's continuous focus has been on capital expenditure, and year by year they've been increasing their budget. But with the current situation between India and Pakistan, it's likely that government may want to divert more and more of their expenditure towards defense. Despite the fact that about close to 6.7 lakh crore has been contributed, allocated for the defense budget, which has seen a 10% hike from year-on-year basis, there is a likelihood chance that if this tensions between India and Pakistan escalates, more and more resources and expenditure could move there. If that moves, then it is likely that we could see some kind of downfall in the capital expenditure target, which will also, of course, impact the fiscal deficit, which government plans to keep at 4.4% for FY 2026. While government sources do tell us that food inflation currently is not a concern, we need to be cautious of the fact that if situation gets grim and things escalate, then inflation is something that would likely happen in the future. Currently, the situation definitely is stable. The Ministry of Finance is continuing to keep a watch on the situation. In fact, Finance Minister currently is also undertaking another meeting with the banks and financial institutions on the cyber security. They're watching out to ensure that the banks and the financial institutions are safe and are not hindered by any kind of cross-border cyber attacks. All of this is a part of regular emergency exercise that they are doing, and we'll keep you updated as and when we learn more from the ministry.
It's right. Karishma, getting in those details, leaving it at that for the moment. A bit of a concern as far as capex is concerned. Remember, this is expenditure on long-term assets. However, no impact on inflation just yet is what the government is indicating.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.